Welcome to Scuderia Ferrari Racing News. After the home race in Monza, we prepare for the night in Singapore. We talk to Felipe Massa.
Well, the expectation is definitely good. We didn't have the championship we're supposed to have until now, so I hope we can have a very good 6 races. We have all the races outside of Europe, a lot of traveling, but I hope we have a good job, have a good results. Many races in Asia. We have the race in India for the first time, so I hope we can have a nice race there as well. Singapore, which is just now, and also Abu Dhabi and Brazil. So I hope we can have a better 6th race compared to what we had until now. Well, it's for sure we're traveling a lot, so it's important to find the time. Or if you are in the hotel or if you are at home, whatever, it's important to find the 2-3 hours per day that you can training, that you can prepare yourself, on the physical point of view for the race, because you're traveling a lot. But anyway, it's important to have this time to be, ready on the physical point of view. Singapore is very difficult, it's hot, the track is very tough, and it's very long races as well, maybe the longest race during the season. So I think that's the direction, to be fit for the races. Well, it's true that Singapore, the first time I raced, I started on pole. I was first in the race, and then many things happened, so maybe it's better not even to say, what's happened. But the second time I go in the qualifying, I stop. I had a problem in the car on the first lap on the qualifying, and I started last. So for sure I was not very lucky in Singapore, so I hope this time we can be very lucky and we can have a start on the right position and finish in the right position. I hope is an advantage, is the tires we prefer to use, in our car. So I hope we can be in the good direction by using these tires and having a more competitive car that we can fight with the others in the better way. 10 years already, time goes by. For sure, it was a fantastic time for me. Driving the Formula 1 for the first time is like a dream for the driver, and it was really a fantastic feeling driving in Mugello. I remember I did very good lap times. I make many mistakes. I spun off 4 times, but I remember it was so nice. It was a very good day for me, and time goes by, 10 years already. But anyway, I hope we carry on doing this job, which is all the drivers loves to do. Well, the hope was to become a Formula 1 driver, to race in Formula 1, and that's always the dream for a driver, So I remember it was the beginning of a very nice career. It was in a small team, which was Sauber. I raced 3 years for Sauber. I did 1 year test driver for Ferrari, and then I became a official Ferrari driver. So, and already 6 years driving for Ferrari as a racing driver, and going to the 7th championship. So time goes by, but anyway, it was like the most incredible thing happened in my life. Well, I think in that time, you wanted to do, you don't really think so much about what you need to do on the car. You just wanted to do the lap time, all the time. And I think, maybe for qualifying was good, but for the race, not so much. So I think now you understand much more about the car, you understand much more how to work with the tires, how to, in which direction you need to push. Sometimes you need to push very hard, sometimes you need to know, in the best condition to make, the quickest pace during the race from the beginning to the end, and if you push so much you destroy the tire. So it's something that I didn't have before, and with the experience you learn. The visibility of the race, you know, the race view is something that you learn a lot with the experience. So for sure I'm much more experienced now, but it was a great time as well when we started. 10 years is a long time. I mean, we're talking about 10 years now of career. So for sure, it will be great to carry on doing what I'm doing, you know. I'm not sure if it will be 10 years, but I hope it will be many years.
We are on track in Fiorano for the last Ferrari Driver Academy testing session. Sergio Perez and Jules Bianchi drove alternatively an F60. Jules Bianchi, just after the end of the GP2 season, is again on the wheel of a single-seater of 2009, still in Ferrari Driver Academy.
Yes, after my second season in GP2, I mean, it has been quite a difficult season for me. Finished third in championship, but anyway, we're not really happy because of my start of season. It has been really difficult, some mistake from my side. Then we completely turned around the things, and after Valencia we did a victory and a pole in Silverstone, and then score points in every race, so this was really good for me. But anyway, I'm quite disappointed a lot for also Monza, which was a really difficult race for me. 19 in qualifying because of mistake in quali, and anyway, quite disappointed. But at the end, it's not a bad season because I finished third in the championship. From last year, I have to say that I have a lot more of experience, and especially I'm really a lot more confident by myself. I can do a lot more things in the driving style, and for sure I improve a lot from last year. In Abu Dhabi in November we will see the young driver test. So as last year in Abu Dhabi, I knew the track now really well, so I hope I will do well again with Ferrari, which is a really good opportunity for me to drive the Formula One. My future, it's quite complicated anyway, but I think I did a good season at the end, not bad. We are working with my manager and with Ferrari to try to get a place in Formula One, which will be really important for me and for my experience, so we are pushing for that. But anyway, we have to wait and see. Yes, 2009 has been my first test Formula One with Ferrari. It has been really important for me. It was a really good opportunity to try Formula One, which is really important for a driver, especially first time in Formula One. It has been amazing for me, and really thanks for that to Ferrari. Since 2010 I've been with the Ferrari Driver Academy, and I learned a lot. Especially I had the opportunity to drive the Formula One more than twice. I mean, I did some tested with them, which was really important for me, and a lot more experience, which helped me a lot also in GP2. Yes, to be part of the Ferrari family, it's really important for me, and I think we did a good job this year. I hope I will be there still for a long time.
Sergio Perez drove for the first time a Ferrari Formula One. We listened to him just after the testing session on the single-seater.
Well, for me, it's a very special moment. It's my first day in a Ferrari car, and also to remember that 50 years ago it was another Mexican here, so it's quite special. Also, it's a very special day for Mexico, for my country. So I'm very happy, and I enjoy a lot the day. I learned a lot. I want to thank Luca, all the Ferrari Academy for the opportunity, and this is just for me to keep improving in my Formula One career and to get better every day. Yes. So I have a lot to learn. The limited amount of testing is very difficult for a young driver to make it into Formula One, but I'm very happy to have this kind of opportunity, even though the tire, the car, everything is so different to what I'm used to drive. We have a GP2 tire in a Formula One car, which is very difficult to understand how to work the tire. But for me, it was a very special day, and I want to thank Ferrari for this. Well, I think for me, I learned how to work with a different car, how to work with a different team. different culture, different way of approaching things, and for me this is important also in Formula One. So I think this is quite a special day, and it helped me also to know how other teams work, maybe bring more leadership into my team, into Sauber, to know how we can work better or what we are doing good or not. So this is something for me, it's my first year in Formula One, so this is something very important for me to learn how other teams can work. I don't know, I think I still got a long way to go. I'm happy in Sauber, and I want to keep improving myself. Every time I jump in the Formula One, I'm improving, and this is very positive. So it's going in the right way, and hopefully the next year can be very strong for our team in Sauber, and we can have good success. We've been very unlucky the last races. We lost many points compared to Force India, who is our main competitor. So this is our main focus for us at the moment. Fernando is good. I have a good relationship with him. He speaks the same language, and I met him last year here in Maranello. So yeah, I have a good relationship with him. Well, my goal is to become a world champion. I want to become a world champion, and obviously Ferrari is a great team with a great history, and also a team that can give you a car to win a world championship. So for me it will be a pleasure if one day I can drive for Ferrari. Well, they have helped me a lot, to be honest, with the simulator, with talking to Francesco, the engineer of the academy, to Luca, to all the people here in the academy. It's been quite helpful. They have a lot of experience, and it helped me a lot to prepare my season. And I think to be able to do what I did in my first race is a lot part of the work we did during the previous months, during the pre-season testing and everything. We were working very hard, and we keep working. I think Formula One, we know, is changing every time. One day you can be a hero, and next day you are no one. So it's very important to maintain focus and to keep working a lot to reach our goals. Yeah, with this tire it's very difficult, and it was overheating the tire. I just touched the brake and lost the rear end. Went on the gravel, and then after that was everything went fine. It took me quite a while to understand this tire. Actually, I did not understand it very well, but I enjoyed the day, even though I think it was a very nice day.
And now we listen to Luca Baldisserri, head of Ferrari Driver Academy, about the aim and results of this testing session.
There was a lot of emotion from our side, but for sure from Sergio, because it was a long time then a Mexican driver was not running in a Ferrari. But this lasted very little, because once Sergio went into the car, he was very fast from straight to the beginning, and he was able to drive a car that is quite difficult, because I remember the 2009 car, so when the aerodynamic was falling down dramatically, and we are using tires that came from GP2, so Pirelli GP2, but they are not suit very good with the Formula One car. With Jules, we run in the afternoon with a completely different program, because we are concentrating on instrument with a car completely fully instrumented, with particular sensor just to correlate the information on vibration and sounds from the real car and the one that we are using in the simulator. So we want to do this correlation to have the best from our simulator, and Jules is doing a very good job. He managed to cover a lot of laps this afternoon, and as well with a very high professionality. We've done these stages, this is the 5th stages that we have done this year. We are quite happy about the result. Remember that here for example, our program is completely different from a normal test. So we are concentrating on let the driver know how to change his driving style based on the balance of the car, and how to manage, for example, oversteer, very oversteer car or very understeer car, because we know that, for example, this year the tires, the manager of the tires can make a difference, and we want to train the driver to have the best from this kind of program.
Singapore track, explained by Marc Genet.
Singapore Grand Prix has been a big success in my opinion in Formula One. We drivers like racing in the night. We like the timings that we have. It's a street race, but it feels like a permanent track as well sometimes. And grip keeps improving throughout the 3 days, and the atmosphere is just phenomenal. So it's a big success, I think, Singapore Grand Prix.
And that was all for today. See you the next time.